Well, I hate my life.
Well, I'm live, by the way.
Hey guys.
Right.
Great intro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not used to you going live this early, like.
No.
Well, let's just ignore that.
Yeah. Right.
You might as well. If you haven't started already, you might as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that, Ash. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to JPTV and for round 4 of the F3 Championship. As we've travelled across 3 continents to get to our first European destination of the season, which is the Ardennes Forest around Stavolo in Spa, and where the weather could play a very big part tonight, as we've seen in the previous 4 races this week, where if we go by statistics, there's going to be 100% chance of rain tonight.
Actually, not. F1 didn't have full rain.
You had some rain, didn't you?
Some rain, but we
Well,
didn't have a full.
I know, but it did rain, didn't it?
There's about 85. Yeah, it rained a bit.
It did
but
rain.
We have like.
It rained, so there's 100% chance it's going to rain.
It rained a third, but like it's not 100% chance that it's going to rain because it only rained a third.
It still rained. It still rained.
Yeah, but
if you get 4 races where it rained, that's 100% rain success, if that's what you can call it. But anyway, before I was really interrupted, I've lost my trail of thought now. Yeah, I'm still buzzing from my race last night. It was only a P8, but given the monsoon conditions we was racing in, it was probably one of my best performances I've ever had. And by the end of it, I was sitting in the pool of my own feces. But anyway, that's enough about me and my feces. So, Ash, obviously, I know you're a massive fan of this track, so why don't you give us your thoughts on it while I get the tables up.
One of the best tracks on the calendar, hands down. If I ever got a chance to go to it, would definitely go. If I ever got a chance to drive on it, obviously I would. I think everyone would, but like, this track is just so amazing. I love driving it, whether it be dry or wet. Dry so you can just take the immense speeds through Eau Rouge and poo on, and then wet so you can take Eau Rouge and Blanchimont flat like they couldn't do in real life. So I mean, this track is just amazing. High speed, lots of overtakes, and it just overall so enjoying to drive with so much elevation change and so much just interesting corners to drive through, and if you nail the track, you just get a blow of satisfaction. So I mean, if anybody hates this track, I know a couple who do, and well, I'm not sure really, because this track is just pure amazing.
Yeah, I'd say it has been a bogey track for me over the years, but after last night, I felt like I was shaking that monk off my back now. But anyway, so yeah, if anyone gets a chance to watch their 5 race from last night, I fully recommend. There was an epic race. But anyway, standings, driver standings. So Sao Paulo, as I gonna call him, he will go by the name of TF Pavlovich on the driver ID. 2 victories in a row, and it puts him in level first place with Frome, both on 32 points. In third place is AMK with 28 points, so only 4 points behind. And then it's Adventures with 17, Aaron with 15, Booster with 13, that's joint with onto the podium. Ray Bays with 12. And Chicken Owns with 11 on RJ with 10 points. I'm only going to do the top 10, I'm not going to go for the whole grid. So that is the driving standings, and let me see if I can get up the constructors standings. It's worse on the mobile, to be honest, than it is. So yeah, Sauber doing really well in the constructors, leading by 2 points from the McLaren team of the uncle and nephew partnership of Froome Chicken. The next Mercedes very close behind in 40 points, and there's a bit of a gap then to Force India, RJ and Aventus with 27. And it's Chulo onto the podium, the Toro Rosso with 18, and it's Aaron and Johan, I believe that's says, yes it is, 16. Schweb and Steber on 7 points, and it's Cheetah and Frizz on 4. Lars and Reese on 1 point, and it's Notorious and BUA9 yet to score a point. So that is the state of play, ladies and gentlemen. And as ever, get your hashtag AskJPs coming in. I will endeavour to answer your questions as and when I can. So yeah, thank you for the guys in the chat. I've already started watching. 14 drivers at the minute, but it's still 5 minutes to go, so hopefully we'll get a few more in. And in fact, while I'm waiting, I'm going to see if I can get a interview, which can only go wrong or right, but I think it'll probably go wrong. I'll try this, but let's see if I can get hold of someone. Bear me. Okay, I've invited someone, but he's not actually in the lobby either, so I should have really looked at that, to be honest, before I tried to invite BDA9. But not even in the lobby, and yeah, that's an epic fail there. I'll give it a couple of minutes, and I'll give it a minute and see if I can get someone else. Ba-do-do-do. I'll tell you what, let's see if I can get hold of Chicken.
Sure.
Okay, this is not going very well.
Yeah,
I'm just going to give up.
Scrap it for today?
Yeah, I'm going to give up. Today we've not done it yet. Oh, we did it once, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give up. This is when a live TV goes mad. Oh yeah, thank you AMS. That was yeah, I felt epic last night, even though it was on the 8th. But yeah, thank you for that support there. Got a JP fan in the lobby, not in the lobby, in the chat. So yeah, great to see. So
at least you have fans.
That is true. Yeah, I mean everyone loves to hate you, don't they?
Yeah. They can hate me next year when I'm using no assists.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, just to give you an update, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure most of you will probably know by now there'll be no F3 race next week as it's been postponed for a week because of the real life Canadian Grand Prix. So yeah, no racing no racing next week, so we got a holiday for a week. So we're back the week after. It's still with Britain, so it'll just be added on to the next week rather than doing it at the end.
That just makes me do more things in F1, like makes me sweat more F1, or else I'm not in the championship. Because now I need 48 points before round 11.
Oh, my heart bleeds, mate. My heart bleeds. There's actually 18 drivers, so there's a decent turnout for F3. We haven't seen that many for a while, so great stuff. I can't think who's missing off our heart, but yeah, it's really good to see. Good turnout, so it should be an exciting race.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I know the answer, but what is, just for the viewers, give us your ideal strategy around here, assuming it'd be dry.
Dry, like quality and race.
Well, we'll just race, strategy for race.
If you're lucky and it rains in quality, then soft to ultras is the optimal strategy. But if everything is dry, then it's an ultras to soft. But then if it's an F1 situation, when it rains in the middle, it's most likely, well, it's much safer to go with the supers and, you know, work from there. But yeah, ultras to soft if it's complete dry, soft to ultras if it's raining in quali.
Okay, so we are go, ladies and gentlemen, just waiting for the game to load up, and then the 12-minute qualifying session will start. So, Ash, give us your predictions for not the pole time, but who will get it? Who will get pole?
I think right now it's between Chulo and Chrome, like from what I've seen. I mean, they're really doing well, but you know, anything can happen in Belgium. To be fair, it's one of those tracks where you literally cannot predict anything.
Yeah, it is. Interestingly, I actually get on better when it's raining than it is when it's dry, for some strange reason.
That's literally me every day.
But yeah, only one more time in an F5 last night, despite those horrible conditions. There was only one victim from Eau Rouge as a result of a crash, and other people just retired manually. But yeah, actual crashes. Only one more time on top of Eau Rouge on lap 1. So
impressive.
Yeah.
Better than F1 could ever do.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get started. And wait, are my eyes deceiving me?
It's dry.
Yeah, guys, restart. It's glitch. It's a glitch. This is glitch.
Yeah, so it is dry. Oh dear, we've got someone who's left the session already. They probably listen to the stream, you donkey. Oh, that's probably you. I bet he's left because he's listened to. Oh, anyway, it is what it is. I don't know whether it's going to be restart. He probably do a qualifying and then do a grid editor. Right, who's the Force India? Who's the Force India? Has just gone out. It's not changing for some reason yet. Oh, here you go. Adventures is the first one out, supporting a pink helmet. So it is a long lap round here, so we're going to wait until you actually start your thing. Shortest race on the calendar in terms of number of laps, but it is the longest track on the calendar. Yeah, so that's an interesting JP factor for you. What else was I going to say? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something about the weather. Yeah, we don't know the weather conditions or whether it's going to rain in the race or not.
It's raining at the start. It's raining at the start and then dry later on.
Who said that?
Chillo.
Chillo, you are an absolute imbecile. I hate weather spoilers. Every time you do it in an F1, I just want to punch you in the face. Maybe you do that. Bloody hell! Oh, I hate it when people do that. Hate it.
It has to be done.
It doesn't have to be done. It's exciting not knowing the weather.
It has to be done.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Yes. Okay. So Adventure starting his lap heading into the bus stop. He'll want to get a nice start like that on his lap, starting his lap. DRS open as we head into a sauce without sauce.
Oh God.
But yeah, about 100 meter mark. Second gear, get on the power as early as possible, and on our way to Air Rouge here. Flat out, some drivers dare not to in real life, but that's because they risk death. But here it's a game, so nothing much. Flat out, pretty easy. Opening up DRS onto the coming straight and heading into late comes. Fourth gear, I'd suggest not getting the curve on the outside, so won't be the best of runs, but it's a pretty decent late home. So heading into this hairpin-like corner, whatever this corner's name is, I don't know, but third gear for that, get on the power nice and early as we head into no-name corner. Fourth gear, getting as close to the track limits as possible, and now into P1. Seventh gear through there. That was a tiny brake or lift, I'm not sure, but nicely done there as we head into this next chicane. Fifth gear, interestingly enough, as we head through there, and that's awfully wide, and that's why you don't take that corner in fifth gear. But heading into section 3, and a bit of understeered into that right-hander, but through Jack Tyler corner, out, and now into Blanchemont, easy flat. Flat, most of the third section is flat until we get to the bus stop. Frequently changed, but this is what we have to deal with now. Nice apex into bus stop 1, and the second one nicely done. Power early, no DRS interestingly enough, and it's a 44.3.
Did you just call one of the corners Jack Tyler corner?
Yeah.
What the hell is that
It's
mean?
an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
Alright, can you share it?
Basically, back in my F6 days, onto the podium was it was onto podium's debut race around here, and during when the safety car came on, onto the podium, slow down a bit to get the car in front, leave the car in front of space, and Jack Tyler literally rammed into the back of him. So once they called up to the safety car, Jack Tyler decided to ram him off in the first corner of sector 3, and onto the podium retired. Thus, that being known as Jack Tyler corner from now on.
Interesting. Okay, so the last game has gone pole 1 for Frizzo is in second place. I've all of that. I've missed all of that. Let's see if I can get someone who's going to win something.
Restart.
Fine. Stop saying that. People will leave a lobby. Frame.
Need to restart because of the P2.
Frame is going into the bus stop chicane.
Guys. Restart. Anyway.
Frame. I reckon this could be a pole, and it is. JP knows everything. Yeah, JP knows everything.
Knows everything. Yeah.
Great English there. Oh, we got a lot of traffic.
Stepper! He's been to
Oh dear.
Oh no! Oh, there's another car sliding there. Oh no! That's RJGW. Could have the teammates collided?
Oh, and the Red Bull's gone wide as well.
Oh my God!
I didn't see the Red Bull was, but it was definitely Red Bull gone wide there as well.
People just. It's P1! Oh, God. People somehow finding it difficult to turn left. so fair enough.
On board with Sao Paulo at the minute. He's in the final sector. He's got some lot of traffic. Oh yeah, Frizzer gets out of the way. There's a Force India, I believe that is in front. Yes, and they're coming up to the Force India pits. And Sao Paulo, oh, the back end sliding out there. It's going to cost them some time. It's only good enough for P8 as it stands. So Stebber is going to be starting on the back of the grid, unfortunately for him. Sao Paulo's teammate, the Bookster, who had an impressive performance in Bahrain last time out, is in the final sector now. See what tyres are on. All on ultra soft tyres at the minute, so no one's really gambling in terms of tyre choice.
Yeah, because it's wet at the start.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's right. And the Bookster coming around the final chicane. What will this be?
It seems like a 44. It's a 44.
Yeah, P6. So that's decent. Where's Chicken?
I mean,
Chicken owns is, I don't know if it's an outlap or not. I don't think
it's an outlap. It's 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't think a lap takes that long unless he's done like about 70 donuts.
What is he doing? That's an interesting line there for the start his lap.
He's getting a good line.
So I'm going
that's the line you want.
So I'm going to stay on board of him for the lap. His uncle is top of the tree at a minute in pole position. So can his nephew replicate any of that? We shall see. So this is only going to be he's only going to do one run as he I'm assuming invalidated the last one. So he has got time to do another lap after this, but ideally you don't want to be doing 2 flying laps on those ultra soft tyres because they don't last hardly anything anyway.
Actually, it could be a good idea because sometimes the worn tires, they're up to temperature and they're just really good because you've already done a lap on them. So I mean, of course it costs you some tire wear, but I mean in the end they could potentially be better than fresh ones.
Interesting knowledge there from Ash. So he's in sector 2 as it stands. It's gone a little bit wide there, but he hits the apex there nicely, in fact using a lot of curb, and he's just finishing sector 2 now. Yeah,
well, flat out for most of this, but he will only get 1 more lap in. He went out way too early because he could get 2 more laps in right now, so he won't make it to the end of the session with the amount of fuel he's got, and he can't pit in. So you're just gonna have to hope to get a good run. But heading to the start finish line, it's a 44.
Oh, it's a P4. Yeah, that's impressive time there from Chicken. RJW now is in the final sector. He yet to set a time. People are starting to start their second runs now. He's only just doing his first. So what can this be? Oh, pardon me.
I was thinking these guys could do like mid to low 43s through the things in chat that I've heard. Okay.
RJ has invalidated that. What can Shreb do? And the remaining Williams.
I'm going for
invalidated that again. Ray Bay. Let's see if I can find the car that's not invalidated of that, but he's in 17th at the minute. Come up to Frombo. He might get out of his way, braking really hard there to make that corner. And what can he do from here? Only good enough for P12. That he will surely want better than that. Where's onto the podium? Oh, he's only just starting his. Yeah, he's just starting a lap, so yeah, he hasn't done time yet. Yellow flag is set to 1. That's the Boogster. Interesting.
He went out too late.
Interesting. Yeah, he was parked on the exit or the entry of the fake pit lane there.
It's not a fake pit lane.
It is.
It's not a fake pit lane.
It is. It's a pit lane. It's not used. It's a fake pit lane.
It's not a fake, because the pit lane isn't in use. That's not a fake pit lane.
You know what I mean? Don't be pedantic. So anyway, I'm bored last game now, so he's on the flying lap. 30 seconds left from the session as Ray Bay retires. And Chicken Own retires.
Chicken nuggets.
No chicken owns. Last game in there is yellow flags, but I'm going to stay on all of this per second. Can he reclaim pole position? No, he can't. That's Churro, he's retired. No, he wasn't Churro, Chicken Rubber, he retired. Can't see this yellow flag. Fizzo's retired, so they've all like been in their laps really. I can't see any problems as such as Frome is in the final sector. Current pole sitter, and he looks like he's got that sewn up at the minute.
Yeah,
well, oh my god, they're the cars parked on the side there. Sorry.
Oh, Aaron getting close in P2 right now, but will we see an astonishing lap by from a 43.6 to gain provisional pole at the moment? Can AMK respond to that?
AMK P2.
43.7 by AMK. How about let's go down the field. Chira could be up there, but yeah, Chira, let's go on board with him.
I think Chira's the next one's across the line.
Yeah, Chia. On board with Chira. Will he be able to snatch pole position away? He is known to be fast in this league, but will he be fast enough mounting those the bus stop chicane? And DRS Open, no, it won't be enough. It's a 44.3 and only enough for P13. Sorry.
You keep getting quiet occasionally, by the way. Notorious now in P16 and stays there. Let's see if I can find the next person across the Yahan in Red Bull. Yeah, it goes P3. I can't see it. Last game is, yeah.
He's finishing off this last. Can he slash ball? No, he can't. It's P2 though. So an immensely close grid.
You've gone really quiet for some reason.
I don't know why. Wait a minute. Well, I've got to run through the grid. From gets pole position with Lars behind, and Lars and AMK said the fastest lap. Lars though getting P2 somehow. AMK in P3, Johan in P4, Aaron in P5, rounding off the top 5, Frizzo in P6, Chicken in P7, Chulo in P8, the Schweb in P9, Books around to the top 10. The next people are on top of Paul, Chia, and Adventures, Ray Bain, Sawyer, Sergeant DW, and Steva, who did the entire lap.
Yeah, that is your starting grid, ladies and gentlemen. Very good pole from Frome there, so that sets him up for the race nicely. But it is pouring down rain. I say that's intermediate conditions there. Yeah, it could be wrong, but I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, it is.
Right, so we're gone.
Let's hope Lars and AMK haven't mounted on each other, as we saw with the glitch, but I don't think they are. As I can see Lars.
That reminds me, one thing I'm hoping for is not a visual glitch like last week, because there's a bucket next to me ready for me to chunder in if there is. But yeah, I don't want that again, because I felt quite nauseous after that. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, yeah, well
but
anyway, we will have 5 red lights, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Start from getting an amazing start of the line, but Lars will try and pounce around the outside. He'll try and wall people in the wall already. There's people all the way in the wall, but now people going 3 wide up ahead, 2 Red Bulls and a Ferrari. Will the Red Bulls go side by side into a Rouge? They will. The Red Bull and Ferrari tag each other.
What did I just see there? You're going, Ash, carry on.
Okay, and then Frome and Aaron now goes. No. Frome and Aaron now going side by side as well, not going side by side. They're following each other, but oh my god, Renault and Haas getting tagged by each other. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is a crazy start. Oh my god. But now, so Frome leads the way from Aaron. Chicken making his way up into P3 as Frizzo is in P4. Notorious in P5 with Schweb in P6, going side by side with Rebe, who might get P6. He might even pounce on P5 actually. Yes, he will, on the inside of Notorious there. But will Notorious keep it around the outside? Yes, he will try it, but they will go side by side, mounting the curve by a lot, and Rebe has to concede to, well, go back to P6, as Schweb won't give this up. He'll try going round the outside as Rebe manages to defend, but contact between the Toro Rosso and to the Toro Rosso onto the opponent gets front wing damage, but Rebe gets a bad run, and now everyone else will start to pass him. Does Rebe have damage? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Damn it, means it must have been a bad run. So now Chiachira goes up into P6. What the hell's happening? People going side by side everywhere. Oh, contact adventures into the wall. And he's lost a lot of carbon fiber. And up ahead, people going wide through Blanchimont. And oh my god. So, after it's settled, no, it's not settled. Notorious pits in as Cheetah and Schweb still dueling it out in this race as we head into turn 1 now. Schweb tries it on the inside. Will he be able to get the move done though? No, he won't, as Chia gets the better run, and that's that. But now Paul, he'll try going side by side through a Rouge. They'll try, and Schweb yields the position, but Paul has to now lift off. So Chia goes P5 with Paul in P6, Schweb in P7, but Chulo has spun it out through a Rouge. Something's happened there, and now, oh my god, people are going side by side. Paul and Chia trying to go side by side, and now that's Yarham who's going to get a 10-second time penalty for leading the session, and Notorious has binned it up at Rouge, so that's not good. Paul will still try it up the inside of Chia, and he's got the move done. So Paul up into P5, Chia in P6, Schweb in P7, Rebe in P8, onto the podium P9, Bookster in P10, P11 Ventures, RJDW in P12, AMK in P13, 14 Steban, Chulo in 15. Notorious retired, Yarham and Lars have also retired.
Yeah, and Lars, Yarham has left the session, so slipstream glitch might come into effect. If you're wondering why Notorious was in P5 before he pitted, it's because he jumped start the start. That's why he made up so many positions at the start. He was in 12th or something like that, dude. So yeah, and now he's retired at the race in an odd situation. He looked like he drove into the wall, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. Chicho right behind Sao Paulo now, who's been who kind of caught Eau Rouge a few moments ago. Is under pressure now. Oh, and Chicho goes past him, and he makes his way into P5. So he started quite very low down on the grid, didn't he, Chicho? So he's making up a lot of ground there in the Haas. What can Sao Paulo, can you come back at him? This is a great overtaking opportunity into turn 1, but no thinks better of it. So yeah, Chichira holds P5 right now, but that was a hectic start as Rebe and passes Schweb, or I think defensive position, not sure. Adventures pits for wing change, as does AMK, so not good for them. Paul goes on the inside of Chiachira. Now, as we head into Lake Combs, will he get a move done? Yes, he will. And into Lake Combs he goes, and that's a pretty easy move there. Very low wings, I suspect, if he's going that fast. So, yeah, up into P5 he goes, but Chiachira might try a move soon, but no, he doesn't. Notorious leaves the session and has all right to do so as Yarham left. But yeah, Chiachira keeps has to yield P5. AMK has gone on the super soft tyres, which is interesting, but he is gaining on Adventures. Not by much, but a 10th here and there, so that could be interesting. So if people listen to the stream like they sometimes do, that could give them a reference point. Looks a little bit too early for me, to be honest. He's lost some time now, actually, saying that. Yeah, I was going to think it looked a bit early, to be honest, but down in 15th place, he's got nothing to lose, really. But anyway, so yeah, as you said, the hectic start onto the podium, the Boogster and Shreb still in a titanic battle here as they're coming through. The name of the corner escapes me, but coming up to the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, well, onto the bone gets a much better run, and Boogster just probably had to lift for Belgium whilst onto the podium took
That's
his lap.
it.
But,
oh, he pits.
Yep, and people going onto the drives, people risking it, and now the family duo Frome and Chicken, Uncle Frome and Chicken, up into 1 and 2. So I mean, it's good for them, I guess. 1 and 2 for McLaren.
So here's a question for you. Several drivers now are going on the soft tyres. Can they go to the end from here, or would they have to pit again?
It's possible, but it's gonna be difficult. It's definitely possible. I've seen people do it, but it's just, for me, it's far too difficult, and I'd have to be either turn it down to 50% differential or literally tire conserve like hell. But you know, it's gonna be difficult for these guys, for the guys on the ultra softs and the guys on the softs, because it's just gonna be difficult to one stop.
So on lap 4, ladies and gentlemen, even though he hasn't pitted yet, Frizzo is up into the podium positions. But you know, all Frizzo fans out there, don't start celebrating yet when he gets into these high positions. He has been known to bowl it on occasions. So yeah, don't celebrate just yet. He's right behind Chicken Onzo. They're probably going to be slightly struggle now on these intermediate tyres, because the track, especially around this circuit, it dries up pretty quickly. And yeah, I would imagine these guys are gonna have to make a pit stop now. There's about yeah, there's a 8-second gap between Frome and Chicken, so that hopefully should be okay for the pit stops. 9 seconds now. Yeah.
Well, nobody's pitting yet for these guys, apart from those now, basically.
Ooh,
and Chia, avoiding Ray-Bay. Chia doesn't think it's time to pit, but for me now it stopped raining. I think it's definitely time, but yeah, those guys will be pitting. But Frome, I think he's just going to lose a bit too much time now.
So Aaron, the first driver on the dry tyres in P5, it'd be interesting to see how many positions he can make up, if any at all. So he could probably make 2. Oh, and RJW retired from the session, and
he just gave up.
That is a bit silly in my view on in lap 5. But anyway, it is what it is. The Boogster, he's got an interesting strategy. Even the ultra soft tyres, as Ray-Bay gets a 3-second time penalty. So he's going to be doing an interesting strategy. And AMK already pitted for the super soft tyres. Has another pit stop, and he's gone on the soft tyres. Oh.
Yeah. Well.
I didn't see who that was it? That was. Oh yeah.
He's been down a Rouge, so I think he's just given up at this point.
Yeah, he has.
But Aaron has passed Chia, so he's on a roll right now. Aaron's only 15 seconds behind, 15.4 seconds behind the leader. So if Frome doesn't pit now, he stands no chance of getting back into P1. I think he's already
he's going to have to pit now. There's no rain whatsoever on the track. If he doesn't pit now, yes, he's definitely pitting now. And
I'll
Chicken.
Keep an eye on Aaron.
Yeah, Chicken will come to the pit.
Aaron's in the wall!
Oh no!
Aaron's in the wall! He's binned it. He's completely binned it.
Well, that means Frome should comfortably come up in the lead there. And Sao Paulo will be the next one around, but he's quite way behind at this stage as Frome goes on the soft tyres, and Chicken hasn't even got to his pit box yet, so he's going to be very comfortable pit stop for him as he goes on the soft tyres as well. The Boogster gets a 5-second stop go benefit for exceeding track limits.
Paul might get P1. Yes, he does. He goes up into P1. He's got the run also, so he's already secured P1 at this point. Bro must be mad. He must be furious at this point.
Yeah, that
must been so slow from him.
That was unexpected. As Fizzo retires, what did I say to you? I don't know why he retired really.
Because he hit the wall and lost one wing damage. So.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
understandable to be fair.
What did I say about him bottling it? But Sao Paulo, I never expected him to get that first place. I thought it was too far back, but yet here he is. Only just, mind you, but he is in first place, and he's got he's got tyres at up to temperature now, whereas Frome is going to nurse it for a lap or so. And Ray-Bay, for all of that, he was like right down the back of the grid, but he's in P3 at the minute. On a different strategy to everyone else. He's on the super soft tyres, but you never know how it works out for him.
The thing is,
go on.
The thing is, Powell has got 2 lap older tyres than From can securely make it to the end on the soft. So it's really, I think From played this strategically and thought, I'm not going to make it to the end from lap 5, but I can on lap 6. I might as well.
The Bookstone onto the podium side by side with Bonchimon.
Nope.
Oh, but it gets that move done, and he's into P4 now. As Sao Paulo gets the fastest lap of the race as well, for good measure. Ray-Bay, which beats.
I wouldn't be surprised if Books are getting no. But yeah, now onto the podium. Might get slipstream. I don't think it's active though. And yeah, it's not with just Boopster pulling away.
Yeah. So Frome not really gaining on Sao Paulo very much, only a little bit, but yeah, expecting to make some ground. So this could be an epic battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. It is the only battle on it, isn't the Booster onto the podium very close together, but the Booster has just got past onto the podium, so he could just drive off. So it is a battle for the lead at the minute. The field is quite spread out. On lap 7, we have lost 1, 2, 3, 7 drivers already. So yeah, 7 drivers in 7 laps. 2 of them was on the first corner, so or second corner up on the Road Rouge. So yeah, so there we are.
If we continue at this rate, there will be no drivers left by the end of this race.
And we're going to have a very boring Grand Prix. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But hashtag AskJP is coming in. I have been trying to. JP, I just been doing it. That's why I go. Okay. Well, sorry for you.
Hashtag ask Ash, when will my bad luck stop? Your bad luck will stop once you leave PSGL, because, well, once PSGL is this, you know, it'll never end, to be fair. After, you're always going to be known as PSGL Ball Job, even after PSGL changes the name or, like, just shuts down. I don't think the bad luck will ever end.
But this has been entertaining.
Sorry,
but this has been entertaining.
Yeah. Well, there's no battles left.
No. Yeah. That is very unfortunate. I would try and invite someone for an interview, but I don't want to blue screen it, so I'm not going to bother. Frizzo has left the session, but it doesn't really matter now because most people have already. So yeah, let's just bear with us, guys, until some. Oh, bloody hell! There's a massive spider on the floor there. I'm going to kill that.
I can't believe you've done this, JP. Animal abuse. Animal abuse. Animal abuse.
So anyway, yeah, bear with us until some action actually starts. But Frome has got within just over a second, or under a second now, as I just said that, from Sao Paulo. So he will get DRS when he gets to the start-finish straight. Oh no, he's lost that now. Yeah, Sao Paulo, commentator's curse that is. Sao Paulo doing very well there on 2 lap older tyres.
What? Wait, Paul, do it. What happened?
Oh, he gets the fastest lap of the race with 1:48.0. Yeah, as I say, doing very well on those soft tyres at the minute. The Boogster not doing very well to catch up with Ray, even though he's on the quicker tyre. I thought he'd be closing in with those ultra soft tyres, but not to be. So yeah, no battles, unfortunately.
At this point, I think Paul is, well, I'm not sure really, but Paul just, the tire difference, because Paul pit 2 laps earlier, it doesn't really come into effect until the tires hit about like 40 or 50 or even 60%. So at this point, Chrome has an advantage, but it's a late game advantage.
Yeah, Stebber Pitt, interestingly enough, he must have had some wind damage, I would have thought. I've gone the wrong way there, I should have gone the other way. So he's gone to his super soft tyres, he pulled out the pit again, I expect.
Well, there might be a battle with Chicken onto the podium.
Oh yes, that is very true. Yeah, yeah, people are starting to do the session left, right and centre now. So yeah, hopefully we'll have something to commentate on as Chicken is closing down onto the podium. This is the battle for P5. Both on the soft tyres. So hopefully Chicken can stay in DRS before he gets to the start finish straight. To go round, yeah, he should do. I like the bus stop chicane because it's a bit of a dive bomb city really, as I did last night, which got me my P8, which was I felt pretty good about. And if Shortbread was here, he would tell you it's a great place for dive bombs. But anyway, Chicken now right on the gearbox up onto the podium. There's a yellow flag and set to 2. Trying to see who that could be. Can't see anything yet, unfortunately. So not sure what it is. But yeah, so Chicken on DRS zone onto the podium now. Gaining all the time. Onto the podium, tries to defend pilots in kind of middle of the track, but Chicken will go around the outside. Neglects not to do it. What are you doing with your? What's that noise I can hear in the background?
Oh, my PS4 vacuum cleaner edition.
I keep hearing like you're changing gears or something.
That's not me.
Oh, right, okay. Anyway, so yeah, onto podium, running slightly wide that pull on. Chicken can't really benefit from that. AMK pits for the 3rd time in this race. He's having an awful race at the minute, but he's only 1 place away from any point, so he might as well keep going.
Yeah, well, yeah, MK pits P11, I mean last place, so.
Both of these guys are closing quite rapidly onto the Boogster. Chicken got a great run now. He might have to try and make a move here. And South Power does another fastest lap of the race. He's doing very well at the minute. But Chicken, no, doesn't go for a move there.
But yeah, Chicken behind Intercom struggling well. Chicken, they're both on the same time zone. They both pit around the same time, so I mean, it's down to onto the podium really being a great defender. As we saw last season, he used to be known as the Martini bus because he literally was a mobile chicane that nobody could get past. But now he's showing what he's worth with defending like very well defensive races. Onto the podium, leaves no room at the exit for Chicken when Chicken tried around the outside. So as we can see, onto the podium, defending masterclass from him. So GG to him for that.
Yeah, so Chicken's got to stay at that gearbox of Toro Rosso for another lap at least. So I mean, what's the best overtaking opportunities around here? It is several on the track, but you have perhaps just go through them for us for the viewers in this lull.
Okay, so turn 1 is a great overtaking opportunity, but that really only works on lap 1, and because on the run up to Rouge and Radion and into Les Combes, they will just slipstream you off. But now because there's no slipstream, there's only DRS, so if you have low enough wings, you can just overtake into turn 1 at this point. But ideally, you'd like to overtake into Les Combes. As that is just great because sector 2 you really can't get past anywhere. But in sector 2 you could go to the hairpin, you could try overtaking out the hairpin light corner, which is always an option. Of course that it's going to be difficult, but it's definitely doable. The others are Blanchemont also, if you can get the slipstream, you can definitely overtake up into there. And then obviously the bus stopper, yeah, not many but not many overtaking opportunities on this track. But as we say, that Chicken tries to go up the inside onto the podium, tries to brake late onto the podium, leaves just about just enough space, but Chicken can't get past.
No, onto the podium, driving very well today and doing very well in P5 as well. There should be some good points for him and Toro Rosso if he can stay there. Chicken running slightly wide on the corner with no name, but he's lost a bit of ground there, but still fairly close to onto the podium. So yeah, and they're both about just under 1.5 seconds away from Boogster now, who's probably going to start struggling on those ultra soft tyres now. He's been on them for about, I would say, 7 or 8 laps. As Frome is now in DRS range of Sao Paulo, as NK does a fast lap of the race, but he is P10, 40 seconds behind the Venture as well. So yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on this for a second, see if anything happens.
Chicken has got a great run, so maybe there is still some slipstream, but he can't make the dive bomb, not late enough on the brakes. But as Boogster pits, his auto softs must have run out of life, and he'll be going on to South Supers. And well, I guess Chicken is just waiting as he hits the back onto the podium. Thankfully, no damage, but that was the heart in his mouth moment, really, risking front wing damage.
Yeah, luckily no wing damage, but he'll have another great run. Maybe slightly too far back, but he's gaining all the time.
Off the inside,
under braking.
He'll try it. He pushes onto the podium wide a bit. He'll try to get a switch back, and round the outside he'll try. Nope, he won't. He backs out of it. And yeah, has to stick with P5 for another lap.
Yeah, that's great driving from onto the podium as Frome now gaining on Sao Paulo with quite a rate of knots. We're in half a second of him. Sao Paulo runs slightly wide coming out of that corner. So Sao Paulo probably getting to feel the effects of those worn soft tyres now. 2 laps older, remember. So Frome is going to have a great opportunity. A bit too far back to probably make a dive bomb down here, but turn 1 and Eau Rouge could give him some opportunities.
Yeah, well, we know Frome's capable of winning the race. It's just, can you get past Paul right now? We've seen him time and time again. That Paul is a very, very quick driver, but the matter is that Frome has to get past him, and as well as being quick, Paul can also defend. So it's going to be a tough task, but I think he can do it. As yellow flags with AMK just retiring, and he's just, oh my god, what the hell is this weird tire doing?
Yeah.
I think the real tires having a bit too much fun. This is supposed to be a PG stream.
Oh god. So yeah, Frome now still gaining on Sao Paulo, but
Chicken makes a move onto the podium until a comp starts to cut you off, but of the inside contact between both of them. But Chicken, both of them thankfully have gotten away safely, so that battle still continues.
So with the retirement of ANK, there's one really thing to go as a result of that, and that is everyone who's running is scoring points. So on lap 14 we've lost 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 drivers, which is quite a coup for the Spa circuit to get that, or a scout rather, should I say, for the Spa circuit to get that many drivers. But yeah, I mean, these McLarens, it just seem to be following the cars in front of them lap after lap after lap. There doesn't seem to be any much else going on at the minute, unfortunately, as we're 8 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, well, the McLaren seem to be like real-life Mercedes, just can't get past anyone when they're behind, so it's difficult for them, but I think they'll be able to get past one day. Or another, hopefully today. One day.
Yeah, so what's going to be the talent of this race is whether Sao Paulo can get those soft tyres till the end. He should probably come out at probably P5 when he pits, well, if he pits, but at the minute he's he's probably starting to feel the effects of those soft tyres now, but I'd say it'd pretty much be suicide if he pits now, really, considering the position he's in a minute. But we shall see. He's got a healthy gap to Rebe, about 9.5 seconds down, and he's definitely got a pit. And we got onto the podium, is a further 12 seconds down. So I'm guessing Sao Paulo might as well just stay out. Basically, he's got really not much to lose apart from one position, I would say. So the battle. Well, no, because Rebe's going to have to pit again, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, we just gotta wait and see. I don't think he should pit. The tires can make it to the end if they can last, but it's gonna be a tough task for him.
Yeah, it definitely will be. There's another battle, so we've got a couple of battles now because Cheat has caught up to the back of Chulo, but Chicken has actually dropped off from onto the podium now by. Oh no, that was just timing screen. I mean, no, he has dropped off. Rebe does pit from P4. He will surely go on to. Oh, he has pitted. Yeah, he's gone to another set of super softs. I thought he could have gone to the ultras from there.
Yeah, I mean, the ultras were an obvious choice, really. They could last till the end pretty easily. So, I think that might be a bit of a mistake. That could cost him. I think P3 possibly. Even, but onto the podium. He's on to the podium at this point.
Oh god, my worst nightmares are coming true. But but Frome is. Let's not talk about that. Frome now is hunting down Sao Paulo, but it seems to be to no avail at the minute. Sao Paulo drawing really well. On for a hat-trick of victories in a minute if he can maintain his position with 7 laps to go. God, it was like 8 laps to go about 5 minutes ago. It's just a long lap round here. But yeah, so this is really the only battle on track at the minute. Chichi has dropped off slightly from Chulo. That is beyond the battle for P6 anyway. So this is what we need to be watching at this stage.
Yeah, From though doesn't seem to be gaining on pole even with DRS, so it's almost a stale battle, and I think we'll just have to wait for the tyre weight to kick in at this point.
Yeah, the slipstream glitch I suggest will probably definitely be hampering Fred's efforts, particularly where we are now, down the Kemmel Straight. But it is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be gaining anything from there, even with DRS. Sao Paulo could be running low wings, of course, we don't know, but that's my guess. It's more to do with slipstream, to be honest. Rabe, after his pit stop, has come out in P5, 2.5 seconds away from Chicken. So he's only about 4 seconds away from the podium position at the minute, with 6 laps to go now. So he could still get that podium. You never know. He's got to overtake 2 cars, but that's obviously not impossible around here. As Adventures pits.
You're literally hoping he does.
I think I'll just mute him anyway if he does get it. I think I'll just mute him anyway if he does get onto the podium.
You'll just move?
Mute him.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll have to interview him, or else it's a sign of disrespect. As an admin, you're disappointing PSGL and the whole site in general.
You're doing interviews anyway.
Yeah, but you're supposed to hear them out as an admin. You should know that you should respect all your drivers. So this is disrespectful, and you're really putting the whole site in a bad position right now.
Why don't
you're shining a bad light on them.
Why don't you shut your Keiko? As Fro.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a warning. Just gonna put that down. Yep. That's a warning for you, JP. No need to be rude to other admins too.
To be honest, I'm getting quite bored of just watching this McLaren just drive around following that Sauber now. I expected a little bit more action, to be honest.
Well,
it is...
Instead of a McLaren following a Sauber, how about watching a Haas follow a Toro Rosso?
Yeah, I've tried that. Oh, actually, he is a bit closer now, Cheetah. This is about P6. And yeah, well, not really doing anything there, no gaining anything really, so that's a shame.
Yeah. I think my cat wants to join the stream.
Okay, we have got a freeway battle, ladies and gentlemen, for third place. Onto the podium, Chicken and Rabe is joining this action at Stebber Pits from 10th place. He's not really going to hamper him. He's going to score 1 championship point, and he was 40 seconds behind Adventures anyway. So yeah, I am going to stay on board with this, and as I do, I expect Throne will overtake Sao Paulo for the lead, because that just by my luck. Oh, Rabe right on the back of Chicken now.
Yeah, right. Rabe might try up into Blanchimont if he's fast enough. I'm not sure if he is, but he's definitely got to run. So he'll try it round the outside of Chicken, but he won't be able to stick it in as he backs off there. And yeah, the Chicken stays ahead, but he could try dive bombing it into the first stop. Or does he? Nope, he doesn't, and sticks behind as we head into lap 19 for these guys.
Yeah, so Rabe now can see the podium within his sights as he's in third place. So yeah, this could be interesting as they're going to go up Eau Rouge now.
Yeah, well, it seems like Chicken has got a better run there, and yeah, I think he's just gonna keep that P4 for the moment. So not much really to say there, really. Chicken stays in P4, and it's going to be difficult for Rabe to pass him considering Slipstream Bridge is active.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we might go down in the corner of no name though, but no, can't get that done. So this battle will be helping out onto the podium immensely.
Yeah, up onto the podium will be one to this battle to rage on for the last 3 laps of this race. Well, the last 4 for them, but yeah, he's really hoping that these guys can continue battling for the remainder of this race.
Yeah. but he's not really pulling away though onto the podium, unfortunately for him. So we'll just see. As you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, they're still set behind that Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo has just got another 3 laps to get that car around, and then he's going to have his hat-trick of wins. So that'd be great for him, and taking the lead of the championship as well.
Yeah, well, that would be an amazing thing for Sao Paulo to achieve, and I mean he could achieve a title that he missed out on in F3.
Yeah, didn't win a race for a really long time, and now 3, well if it is going to be 3, all come at once. So Ray right up behind Chicken now, but Chicken probably got a bit more straight line speed there by the looks of it.
Oh, Chi and Chulo, they're wagering it out also. That's a pretty exciting battle to watch. But now Chulo's pulled away, so back to Ray and Chicken.
Yeah.
And Ray might try up the inside into hairpin right corner. As Chi gets 3 seconds time penalty, but they'll go side by side. He'll try around the outside. No, he won't. He'll try the undercut though on him. And he'll try up the inside into Puon. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. But Chicken will try come back at him as we head into the chicane. He can't make it. So now Rebe has 3 laps left to chase down onto the podium.
Yeah, I'm sure Rebe, that's what he's going to do now. He's going to pull away from Chicken, as you can see visually. He's going to chase down onto the podium now. So yeah, this could be a battle forming the next lap or so. He's just dropped out of...
Chulo and Chi have crashed. Oh my god, something must have happened, but okay. Interesting.
I think Chulo... Oh my god, what is Chulo doing?
What is Chulo doing?
He looked like he's let Cheetah through, and Chulo retires.
Oh god, what? No, yeah,
he doesn't retire. That was really weird.
Oh, what is he doing? Oh god, his tires are gone. His tires are completely gone. He goes into the pits, or at least tries to. Oh, it's a rear right puncture. Oh my god. He mounts the wall and now has to do a whole lap with a puncture.
I could have sworn he was actually in the pit lane.
He mounted the wall, which reset him back to track.
That is
somehow.
That is hilarious. That's right on the back of onto the podium now. Will he get his airtime? Will he get his interview time or not? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 laps' time. I'm sure onto the podium.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm sure onto the podium he's gonna make the most of it if he gets there. But I'm tempting fate now as we come up behind a lap car. No! I thought I was going to contact there. And Stebber is in AI mode by the looks of it. So whether he actually scored that championship point or not, I don't know.
Churro just retired. Churro! Oh no, why? No, why? Why would you do that? Oh.
He was probably getting frustrated with the...
he would have scored 9th. Oh, Adventures has also retired. I think they know 90%. Like they finished the 90%, well, the race basically 90% of the race, so they can retire safely and finish the race.
Bro goes into the lead.
Bro moves into the lead for this PSGL Belgium race, but Paul will try and come back. He gets a 3-second time penalty. That's the nail in the coffin, and that's from up into the win.
And Ray goes right outside onto the podium.
Oh my god. This is insane stuff. Onto the podium, defending for his life now. Will Raven try down him? No, he won't. But this is insane stuff. that onto the podium is doing, defending hard like this. And Ray Bay might try up the inside of P1. No, he won't be able to. He'll look for it, but he can't, as onto the podium blocks him off nicely. And all over the back of onto the podium. Onto the podium, tries to block him off, and he does so successfully. But now onto the podium has got too deep. Am I allow Ray Bay through on the last lap? No, that won't. As onto the podium parks the car very nicely, and oh, he didn't need to do that. He's got a bad run. From gets the win for Paul in second, but he's got a bad run, Ray Bay has. Now you'll have to dive bomb it or into the bus stop to get P3, but I think he's just too far back, and I think onto the podium is going to get a podium.
Well, it's his first time for a long time, but he's finally got it. He's finally got his opportunity to stick it to me. Unless he's got a penalty. No, he hasn't got a penalty. Yeah, oh, it wouldn't matter anyway then. And Bookster comes out.
Well, yeah, from P1, last lap overtaking Paul into P2. From onto the podium, gets P3 on the podium finally. Chicken in P4, Ray Bay in P5, Bookster in P6, Chi will come on P7, Venkrish in P8, Chill in 9th, and Steba finishes in 10th, but I don't think 10th will, I don't think he'll finish in 10th because he is basically AI for the last couple of laps. So yeah, well, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. I'll let you do the invites and just watching, just reading through the messages on the chat in a minute.
Oh yeah, there it is. From in P1, Paul in P2, and onto the podium in P3. Chicken P4, Ray Bay in P5, Bookster in P6, Chi in P7, Ventures 8, and Chulo in 9th. And that's our finishers. I'll suggest the guys. Hopefully, and yeah, we can go from there.
I'm predicting mic issues from onto the podium. We certainly hope not, but you never know.
You hope so.
Right, I'll let you invite him in.
I've suggested them.
Well.
I've waited so long for this.
Hey man.
Hey.
We're just gonna wait for everyone else to join, hopefully.
Cool.
This is fun. Okay, we've got everyone in. Well,
look who's on the podium.
well, congrats to all of you on getting this podium, especially from and onto the podium, because I mean you've waited for this a long time, Connor. But I'll get back to you after. From. Hello. You got pole. You started well, but. You were confident through all that race. You kept calm even after you got overtaken by Paul. You kept your cool, and in the end, you managed to pass him on the last lap. Tell me, was that so you just gained some extra pace out of nowhere, or was it just tire wear that came into effect?
Yeah, maybe tire wear. I was surprised I got jumped because I think Jeff told us to pit on lap sort of 3. But I didn't know how long softs had last, so I thought I'd better wait a couple of laps. So I knew whoever had boxed would be fast. But I had such a lead in rain, I was really surprised to lose lead to Paul. But then obviously I knew that his tyres were at least 2 or 3 laps sort of older than mine. But slipstream glitch were annoying because I was getting nowhere near him. But the last couple of laps he just seemed to be struggling a bit on traction, so I was just waiting really. And yeah, thankfully it paid off.
Yeah, well, not too much I can say else to that. I mean, even though you had to pit on P6, well, in P6, lap 6, were you confident you could make those softs last to the end?
Yeah, I knew lap 6 or 7 were about right for softs. So like I say, I knew Paul had jumped a bit early, but yeah, I didn't know whether it'd make any difference towards end. But luckily we're just running out of tyres, I think. Thank God.
Yeah, well, even though the dry conditions were already, well, most people have pitted onto the dry tires, you stayed out one extra lap. Was that like a strategy for you to get onto the softs in a window where you knew you could make it, or was it just?
Yeah, it was more strategy. I mean, like I said, Jeff told us to pit on lap 3 or 4, I think, but I didn't really know how long the softs would last, but I knew we'd go from sort of 6 or 7. So I thought, even though I'm probably on the wrong tyre for a couple of laps, it's better to make sure the softs will last so I don't have to stop again, because I think like Ray Bay pitted early and I think he had to do a 2-stop after that, so yeah, just a strategy call.
Yeah, well, but now, thanks for that, Rome, but, Paul, or whatever, I just can't pronounce P-A-U-L names, but I'll just call you Sal because it's much easier for me, even though that's not even your name anymore, but you know. Well done on P2, I mean, you must be very, well, deeply disappointed on that last lap.
Yeah, I'm quite salty actually, but to be fair, it's my own fault for bottling quality really. I should never have been starting where I started, based on the practice I was doing, so I can't really complain about anything apart from the fact that I bottled quality.
I think everybody did. we were all really slow.
P13 I started.
Oh, did you? I didn't realise you were that far back. I know pole time was pretty slow though.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
when you, well, were you hoping that you could jump from further by pitting when, well, it was suggested?
Well, as soon as the DRS got disabled, somebody pit. I thought it was too wet still, but they came out and they were actually quite quick until they bottled it and put it in the wall. So then I kind of knew that was the point to pit. I was just basically using lean in the corners trying to save the tyres, but I ran out of fuel at the end, and you know my tyres were dead and just couldn't do much. I lost it in a really weird place, and then I picked up a penalty as well, which was really stupid of me to do. I guess I got a bit frustrated.
I wish I'd have known you had that penalty.
Well, I got it on the last lap.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, after I lost the place to you, I picked up on the left.
Oh, right. Oh, so I did need to pass you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, now moving on onto the podium. How do you feel?
That's probably the best race I've ever driven. Just want to say a quick thanks to JP for giving me the motivation to get back in the car after I retired. Thank you for the continuous hate, it really motivated me to keep going, and yeah, you've gone a bit quiet.
I never say much in interviews anyway, to be honest, but it's what I do, I motivate people.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, well, last time you got podium was in F1 2016. Is this a sign of something new, or was it just like a fluke?
Oh no, I've got the podium now, I'm just gonna relax. I've got nothing else to prove, I've proven JP wrong. I'm just gonna get continuous points from now on.
Yeah, well, yeah, you managed to do a defending masterclass that race. I mean, you defended from Chicken, you defended from Raybay in the end, so would you class yourself as one of the best defenders in this league? Or even the best?
I wouldn't say the best, I'd say Onto the Bus is the best, making an appearance. Yeah, I didn't bottle it, which is what I thought I would do, but We did
Yeah,
it.
well-
I'm not sweating anymore.
Well, I have one more question, but JP.
No, I haven't got anything to say, to be honest.
Okay, well, last question with all of you, starting with Rome. Britain in 2 weeks. Yeah, you know the drill.
I don't really know. I don't know if I like Britain or not. It's alright. I'm not like massive. I'm not a massive fan. It's like it's decent in real life, but I don't think I'll be that quick. But yeah, just sort of top 5. I'll be happy with that.
Paul?
Top 5, I'd be happy if I can get that, 'cause I'm not really a big fan of British track, to be honest. I think it's changing, it's quite boring. But I guess it's a classic track really. But yeah, hopefully with some good practice I'll be able to improve around there. Not too confident.
Yeah, and Connor.
If it's dry, I'd say top 8. If it's wet, happy to finish.
Well, any last things you guys want to mention?
Yeah, I do. It's, a couple of people have said that we should have restarted at the beginning, but did it look that way? Because it kind of looked like people were just crashing and wanting restarting.
Yeah,
There was
It's hard to tell when you're racing, because I didn't see any bugs, so to me that lobby were fine, but you know.
there was no need to restart, apart from Chula, which, I mean, I don't know, I think we should have restarted if Chulo was going through walls, but in the end he was managing his race properly, so I think it fixed itself later on. But I think we should have restarted really. It was just people making mistakes, people going side by side through a region, taking themselves out. So
right. It's just that we're dropping like flies, and not many people are on mic, so you never know whether you don't know whether to stop or not.
yeah, I think it was perfectly fine to continue. Really, there was barely anything wrong, if anything wrong, in that race.
Right. Cool.
I just want to say,
JP, I'll
Ash, quickly, at this year I had that race, right, only one in the race. I was going to say, if you defend the inside line, please don't just barge your way up the inside and push somebody off the track, right? You know, very annoying.
To me.
I'm not going to name anyone. No, not you, fam. Somebody else only won in the race. I'm not going to name who they was.
Alright.
I'm saying, if you defend the inside line, don't just barge your way past.
Stewards. Get it in the stewards.
So it's always there.
They're retired, mate.
But yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, JP, I'll let you round this off.
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to everyone for the podium. I genuinely mean that. So yeah, congrats, guys. I honestly do. I honestly do. I know I've given onto the podium a lot of stick over the last few months, but no, I generally am happy for him. But anyway, what's that?
Sounds it.
I wasn't being sarcastic, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, obviously no race next week, so I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks' time. So have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
Yep.